Welcome into what I believe is episode 9 of Three Strikes and You're Out. I'm starting to lose count, frankly. Today we have the Schalke match at home and then the Leipzig match at home in the league. And since you were last with me, as I was just saying to myself, we are really good. We are on 13 points from our first 5 matches, coming off our worst result of the season. And that would be the 3-3 draw away to Bayer Leverkusen, who are actually, where are they? They're sitting in 16th place on 3 points, so from just 3 draws, but always a fairly decent squad. I mean, they have a decent roster, and they kind of started slow at the beginning of the year last year, and I don't think they made it to Europe this last season, but came close after being hovering towards that bottom. But kind of a disappointing result there, as yes, we did go ahead. They ended up tying it 3-3. But one signing I've been meaning to tell you about who factored in that match that I kind of forgot I had put a bid in for before I had closed things out in that previous episode was a Norwegian striker, Jorgen Strand Larsen from FC Groningen in... Groningen is in Switzerland. No, Netherlands, yes, in the Eredivisie, in which he scored 9 goals from 34 appearances last year. I think probably a lot of them off of the bench I think... Well, I'm not sure. Regardless, he's young. 9 goals for... Let's see, Jorgen. He's 22 years old. He's Norwegian. He's already got 1 cap for the senior squad. He's 6'4". He can play a lot of different ways at that striker position and can even play as a pressing forward. 6'4", kind of liked him as a poor man's Erling Haaland, or hopefully the second coming of Erling Haaland. Anyways, picked him up for $7 million. He's already valued at over $15 million. So regardless, going to get some return on investment. We had a lot of fixtures in a short period of time. So in fact, he got the start against... who was it? Bayer Leverkusen, in our last match. And within 6 minutes, he had scored his first goal for the club. And then he got a second one right at the end of the first half as we had went down 2-1. He had made it 2-2, and we took a 3-2 lead, only to give it away a few minutes later. But still, salvaging a draw from a game like that, very good. And we kind of had to rotate the side because of all the fixtures we had. But other games that you did not see was an awesome victory against Augsburg, as we came back to win it in the 89th minute as Facundo Torres had a brilliant goal. And once again, this Freiburg team just finds a way. Got all 3 points out of that one. This Gladbach game, this one really was surprising as Plie put Gladbach ahead early. And then Mishek Elia, who, that is another talking point. I said we may have found a superstar. If he continues to play as he is an absolute superstar. He has so far scored 4 goals from 5 appearances, and also has, actually, I think he has 4 Player of the Match appearances. It says here he has 4 Player of the Match awards. Oh, he probably got one in the cup game, the early cup game, but still, 5 goals, 4 goals in the league. Let's take a look at that. So he has 4 goals in the league from 5 appearances. Hasn't even started every match, including, what did we just look at? This Gladbach game where he scored both goals, including the winner in the 84th minute. And another 3 points right there. So those were the 3 matches that you didn't see. And we'll be getting into the Schalke match right after we take a look at the Champions League draw. And I think if we keep moving, we will get through that. And another bit of transfer business. Interesting, I caught this on camera as we're going to bring in Pierre Kalulu in from AC Milan on loan. We have the wages. He's at 17.5 per week. We're going to pay that all. He can play right back, center back. We just lost, where is it, medical center. We just lost Lucas Kubler for 8 to 11 weeks as a right back, and a couple of our signings, like I think that center back, what's his name? Ceziger and Elia wanted us both to address issues and improve our defense, and I think Kalulu will probably satisfy that. Also, thinking about Champions League play, needed a little bit of cover, and that's a wage we can definitely cover, and potentially think about picking him up on maybe a cheaper transfer if he fits into the squad and does well. So we're going to go ahead and accept Pierre Kalulu. He's going to come into the squad. That's exciting and nice. We're happy. Exactly what I was saying we wanted to do. Keep these two players happy. Their promise was kept that we have made moves to strengthen the first team squad in defense like we promised them. Apparently we promised them that when we wrote up their contracts. So not only am I'm happy because we did that, and I think we're getting a good player, but it satisfied that need as well as two of our players are doing well. Want to keep them happy. Here we go. Wow. The draw for the UEFA Champions League group stage is made today. Freiburg are one of 8 teams that have been seeded 4th for the draw. Does that mean we're going to be like the last team drawn in a group? I thought we'd be like 3rd because we finished 3rd. I also wonder if whoever finished... Let's take a look at this. I think whoever finished 4th last year... Oh, I don't know how to look at it. I just wanted to look at whoever... What am I trying to say? Whoever finished 4th last year, did they make it into the Champions League, is what I'm trying to say. And I guess we'll just find out by viewing the draw. Dortmund's there. Leipzig, they did make it. They finished 4th. Okay, so Leipzig is in the draw for the Champions League. I feel like we should be seated higher than them because they had to come through some sort of qualifying rounds, but we'll just see. Here we go. All right, first team drawn. FC Porto. Dortmund into Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool. Bayern. So Porto must have won title. Okay, Leicester because they won the Europa League. And Zebra is actually... Juventus, they have some sort of licensing deal. Man City into Group A, Napoli, drawn with Dortmund, Chelsea and Madrid. Leipzig goes with Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool, Barcelona, Madrid, Bayern, Ajax, Leicester, and Juventus, Manchester United. A couple of teams that have licensing issues in this game drawn together. So right now I'm looking at the groups. I'm looking at Leicester, Ajax as a group I wouldn't mind. And that's kind of the only one where I'd feel okay. This Borussia Dortmund Napoli is off the table, obviously. Inter going to that Group A. Shakhtar to B. Sporting to C. Brugge to Group D. I feel like Group D was almost verbatim a group this year. Milan with Bayern and Madrid. Salzburg. So yeah, that Group G. Boy, that would be really nice. Okay, Benfica. Here we go. This is... where we can be drawn. So into Group A goes Valencia out of Spain. Group B, Red Star. Group C is Antwerp. So we are drawn in with, I think, some teams that came in from the playoff. Interesting. Group D, can't be us. Okay, Rangers. We can go into Group E, and we have... Oh, boy. Well, Liverpool, Barcelona... Lyon and Freiburg. Sure, sounds like it. Sounds like a fun time. Man, well, we're going to have to do something against Lyon to, hopefully Lyon will lose as horribly to Barcelona and Liverpool as we do. And, we can somehow finish 3rd in that group. I really wanted to just finish 3rd to just keep our European stuff going, but, maybe it's for the better. And that we can focus on the league and continue to finish in a European place year in and year out, because I'm looking at that group and I'll probably, not put out our best squad every time. If we're going to Anfield, we're probably going to lose anyway. What's the point of getting our players tired that could help us out in the league? So there's a look at it. Yeah, that is about as bad. That Chelsea-Madrid group would have been similar. But yeah, that's about as bad of a group as we could get. Barcelona, struggling so far. I wonder how long they've been playing La Liga. But not, as we all know, not quite the team that they once were. You wonder how they finished last year. Madrid are the reigning champions, so Barcelona at least didn't win the title. But yeah, so that is that group. We will skip ahead. So yeah, drawn in with Liverpool, Barcelona, and Lyon. Exciting, fun matches, and honestly, wow, that's good for ticket sales. Good for ticket sales, and hopefully, that's really exciting for our fan base to be able to make the trip to some of those historic venues. But yeah, wow. With that said, we are going to simulate. That's right, simulate until we get into until we're ready for that match against Schalke, who are lying on the bottom of the table with 2 points from 6 matches after being promoted, winning the Bundesliga 2 last year. I will see you there. Be back in a minute. Okay, we are ready to rock for this match at home against Schalke. We are going to line up with Lute in goal, who's been doing really well, actually. I should have mentioned that. I think that Gladbach game, that's what it was. It didn't show it on that line. We won it 2-1, but Lute saved a penalty. And then, with literally, in the 95th minute, with 4 minutes of extra time, they had a goal disallowed because of offside. So an incredible win there. Lute coming up huge with the penalty save. And the veteran goalie, who we picked up for nothing, 35 years old, obviously had a tough season last year, but had made a couple appearances actually for Union Berlin in the second division. He's averaging a 7.14 right now, so I do still want to make improvements there. We have till the deadline in a couple days, and I'm definitely going to see what I can do, but loving Lute and how he's performing right now. But we do have some funds available, so potentially looking at loans. That's something I should look at. I'm going to do that, and we will know by the next game here, as I will probably interrupt after this game, or potentially even put that into the next episode if this goes on too long. What we decide and where we land at the end of the transfer window in the summer. But, like I said, Lute, we're doing very well. So Lute in net, back four of Braderich, Zeziger, Leinert, and Kammerbauer. Nürnberger and Eggestein in midfield. Zhang, Shalai, Elia, all supporting Demirovic up front in that pressing forward role. And that is a mouthful, but we are ready to get into this match. And Pierre Kalulu needs a number, and he is going to be number 25. Welcome in, Pierre. So yeah, I mean, the nice thing about the loan of Pierre is I thought about trying to sign him for a transfer, but they always want such an increased salary. So you can see how he does this year. He's pretty much, he's right in there in line at 4 stars as his current ability. So he's in line with our best defenders. And an upgrade at right back and after an injury. So definitely have a lot of wage budgets. Really nice. This club has been flooded with cash thanks to the position in the Champions League. That doesn't mean I should just keep spending everything I got, because eventually it'll probably catch up with me. I just have to keep making Champions Leagues. If Demirovic could have slammed that home, that certainly would have helped. Just wide from the Bosnian Ronaldo. I wonder how Ronaldo got on at Manchester United last year. Elia played in. Elia tipped, but the DR Congo player gets his 6th goal of the year, 5th in the league, and the man who just keeps rolling, I guess keeps on rolling, Elia. He was a signing I did very quickly. Just sort of saw him, didn't really look into it a whole lot, and just thought, whatever. But I think he's the one that had very good stats, albeit from Switzerland last year for young boys, but they've won the league title. They're pretty much dominating Switzerland right now. So after plucking a couple really solid players from there, that might be a pipeline for the future. As Mishek Elia crosses it, and not only does he score, he'll send it across. And good to see Zhang, who is playing over on the left-hand side, gets his first goal of the season. He's playing on a more supportive role. So I was wondering if his goal numbers would drop off, which honestly, selfishly, probably means that his value had been skyrocketing. But with his value skyrocketing, I'm glad that his goal scoring kind of plateaus, because maybe that value plateaus, but he is such a nice guy. He always wants to come in for a new contract, and every time I say, I see you want to talk to me about a new contract, he just says, the fact that you came to me to talk about it is enough. Don't worry about it for now. And so he's a player that we're definitely getting for some serious value, as he's just happy that we're appreciative. 2-0 lead. Looks like Elia got hurt, though. And I didn't really see a message, but maybe I should probably just take him off as soon as possible. He's been, without a doubt, our best player. Bring on Shada. We already have the 2-0 lead. Hopefully they don't get one back, but I can always change if they do nab a goal right here. I really don't want to see that happen. We're a better team. We should not be letting that happen. Played back Zhang. Zhang's had a nice afternoon. Nürnberger lets it go, and that one just wide of the post as the young midfielder gets in on the action. We do get to halftime. Shada does come in, and the 2-0 lead's intact. And whatever, I'm just going to say this. Doesn't really upset anyone. They're going to make a change. Rodrigo Salazar comes off, as he was a player I was looking at potentially signing. It's Dortmund. Man, they're looking good. But wow, Freiburg. Bayern has a game in hand, but Freiburg now up into second place. And we're almost 70 minutes into this one. Looks like Zhang's getting tired on that left-hand side. I think what we're going to do... How was Shalai performed? Not very well. He's going to slide over there. We'll bring on Facundo Torres for a little bit. See things out. And with 20 minutes to go, hope we can hang on. It's Torres. Try to play it into no one. Schalke play it into no one themselves. And smart play from Zeziger to play it back. I don't think I'm ever going to master that guy's name. Should really take that into consideration when I sign some players. I like Elia, very easy. Shada gets played in, and unfortunate for him, Farman makes a great stop in net. As I don't fault Shada there. I'm going to take off Nürnberger for Flume. Let the 34-year-old run around for a while. It's maybe a little early to make our final change. .72 minutes gone. A little back and forth along the right-hand side. Now into Eggestein. Flume. I normally don't like to keep players Flume's age, but with he and the goalkeeper there, a couple elder statesmen, and Shada does get his goal. That'll be 3-0 to Freiburg, 3 points to Freiburg, and this team continues to surprise me. Not shocked against Schalke, but I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop here. And kind of did with that Leverkusen match where we drew 3-3, but did well enough to take the lead 3-2. Disappointing, obviously, to see it dropped 3-3, but still, not losing on the road, salvaging a draw, nicely done, and not nicely done by Schalke's defense. And they're going to struggle to stay at the top flight if they do things like that, down 3-0. Demirovic doesn't get them much easier than on that one. Nice to see Demirovic get on the score sheet. Bosnian Ronaldo does the business. 4-0. And that is all wrapped up. So Schalke will stay bottom, 2 points from 7 matches played. Freiburg, 16 points, 6 matches played. Now that I think about it, I was thinking that it is a cup match. We're still in August. Sorry, I was worried that I have to plan out whenever our first we got to show our first Champions League match, even if it's a whooping at the hands of Liverpool or Barcelona. We got to show some of those. Actually, you should really should really arrange the schedule around trying to get a match against Lyon, because if we're able to get 6 points from them, I think that's more than enough in that group to get into third. And unfortunate is Marvin Mellum able to sneak in, and Luta won't get the clean sheet. The team won't get the clean sheet. And that's a bummer, as things were already wrapped up. I guess we still could have maybe gone a little more defensive mentality. Didn't do so, but we get the 3 points. That's the important thing. Dominating performance, 19 shots, 8 on target, 2.12 XG to their 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.34 XG. And let me get outstretched arms. Very nice victory. Well done, lads. So that keeps us in second place. Like I said, Bayern does have a game in hand. Bielefeld, wow, they're doing really well too. Wolfsburg up there, and then there's a 4-point gap to 6th place. Greuther Fürth also having a good start to the season. So not to be surprised in the Bundesliga, a lot of parity, but let's just keep the wins coming and hope for the best at the end of the season. We did we finished in 3rd place on, I don't even know if we had 60 points. I think it was 59 last year. I think we can look at that. But with 16 this early into the season, bodes well. Definitely bodes well, but still haven't played the likes of Dortmund and Bayern, of course. But now that I think about it, we might call this the episode. Let's take a look at this schedule. I think I'm going to call this the episode. Okay, no, now I'm rethinking. What do we do here? Yes, call this the episode. Potentially, yeah, I think I'm going to call this the episode here against Schalke. Miss the Liverpool match at home in the Champions League, our first ever Champions League, sorry. But come back for Bielefeld and Lyon. Or maybe just play these two Champions Leagues match and skip Bielefeld. Yeah, we'll do that potentially. So maybe just play Hamburg and Leipzig off camera. Then come back Liverpool, play Bielefeld off camera, and come back for that match against Lyon. So that way we capture both first ever Champions League match, that one at home, and then a potential Europa League Battle Royale the following match. And then, I don't want to get too carried away. So we could potentially, episode following, come back for something like a Barcelona-Lyon. Then we're missing all the league matches. I'll figure it out. I will come back and I will show you what we've decided. But the one thing I do know for sure is we've decided to end the episode here. Back to winning ways. I think we're up to like 11 or 12 unbeaten. Shouldn't have said that. Jinx, gonna knock on wood. So that doesn't happen. But wow. Doing incredible things in second position in the Bundesliga. And want to thank you again for watching 3 Strikes and You're Out. And we will see you next time.